guys, it's Sarah, and I am here to talk about my summer reading list, and I cannot believe it's just about summer. It's crazy to me. My girls are about to be done with school, and yeah, we're just kind of gearing up for the summer. We don't have a ton of plans. We're going to be going to Disney World in the very, very beginning, and then other than that, we're going to be home, so I'm going to be reading. But I do have a list of books that I would like to get to over the summer, and so I'm going to go ahead and talk about those today. The first thing that I want to tackle this summer is something that I actually saw on a booktube channel called J Book Lover. Her name is Jacqueline, and she's starting just a fun little series called #series summer. So she is about to go to college in the fall, so she kind of wants to take this summer and read a whole bunch of series that she's not going to be able to take with her just because of space. So I thought that was fun. So she's really encouraging everyone to work on series over the summer, just things you've been meaning to get to. And hello, series is my whole focus this year. So I'm definitely going to be joining in on with her. I think that it's just a hashtag that's going to be going around social media, so I'm really excited for it. And I will leave a link down to her announcement video for this so you guys can go see it if you want to join along too. So I definitely went through my series list and picked some that are going to be priorities for me this summer. Okay, so I had some goals this year for series as far as, starting some new series or catching up or finishing a series that I was either in the middle of or I just needed to catch up on. And I've been doing pretty well with them actually, but I still have some that are just, there's no excuse why I haven't finished them, and it's very easy for me to do that. So the first thing that I really, really want to finish this summer is Inferno by Dan Brown. I am 140 pages in because I started this back in March or April. I don't know if it was March or April, something. I think I picked it up for a readathon and I just never continued it. But yeah, for some reason I was just not in the mood for it. I don't know why, because I love Dan Brown's books. I was just, I don't know. I don't know where my head was when I was reading this. But the movie trailer just came out. So I got to read this because there's a movie coming out later this year. I think it comes out in October. So I need to finish this. Like, this needs to be 100% a priority. And then this will finish a series for me because this, as of right now, is the last book in the series. So yeah, it needs to happen. Another series that I need to work on, it's not going to catch me up. Let me explain why. Okay, so the Throne of Glass series. This is book number 3. And book number 4 is out. However, I am collecting them in the paperback editions. So I'm not getting them on release date. I'm getting them like a year later because I want the paperback versus the hardcover. And yeah, so I'm like a year behind on reading these. But I need to read Air of Fire because this is book number 3. And book number 4, I have already pre-ordered in paperback and it's coming September 1st. So 1st or 6th, whatever the first Tuesday in September is. I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm going to get number 4. And then the same day that number 4 comes out in paperback, number 5 comes out brand new. So it's like on the same day. Problems. So basically I need to read book number 3 over the summer so that when book number 4 comes my way, Queen of Shadows, in September, I will be ready for it. And then as soon as book number 5, Empire of Storms, guys, look at this cover. It is so beautiful. Oh, it might be my favorite one so far. I like this one, but oh man, number 5. Oh, because that's my color, like the blue. Oh, I can't. It's so beautiful. So when that becomes available for pre-order for paperback, I'm gonna have to get on that. So, oh, I don't know. But I don't want to read them ahead of time either and then get the paperbacks later because I want to read from what I buy, basically. So yeah. But I've been very lucky. I haven't been spoiled. Pretty lucky on that front. So yeah, but Air of Fire, basically, summer happening. Another series that I want to go ahead and get started this summer, I don't plan on reading the entire thing this summer because I don't even have the entire thing yet. I'm waiting for book number 4 to come out in paperback, and I believe that's probably not going to happen until November or December. But I need to start the Lunar Chronicles series, so I want to at least read Cinder over this summer. I do have Scarlet and Crest, books number 2 and 3 on my bookshelves, and then book number 4 is Winter, which I will pre-order as soon as it's available. So I want to read this whole series this year, most definitely. Obviously, I can't until the last book comes to me, but I would like to read the first 3 before I get the 4th book, and then that way when I get the 4th book, I can automatically just read it and have it done. But yeah, so I at least want to read Cinder over the summer. If I can get to at least maybe the second book, Scarlet, maybe I can do that too. But I'm just going to leave Cinder as my goal for right now. So yeah. Another series that I've been talking about on my channel for a long time, and guess what? Still haven't read it. Um, I need to get started on the Mortal Instruments series. So these are the first 3 books. The first one is City of Bones. This one I actually have read. I read it, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago now. So, but I really liked it. So I want to reread this because if I just went into book number 2 right now, I'd probably be lost. So I'm going to reread City of Bones, and then book 2 is City of Ashes, and book 3 is City of Glass. So I want to get started on this. I can't commit to reading the entire thing over the summer because I do have other obligations and review books and stuff like that that I need to do, but I at least want to get through the first 3. So yeah, that's going to be my goal over the summer. So that's one a month, and that's very definitely doable. And if I get into them like crazy, maybe I'll read them right in a row. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, the first 3 books at a minimum. And then this next one, I have 2 different series I'm going to talk about, and that is, the first one is the LA Candy series by Lauren Conrad. This is book number 2. Somehow I have books number 1 and 3 on my Kindle and number 2 in hardback. I don't know how that happened. Not sure, but it happened. So, yeah, but this is a fun little contemporary. They're all pretty short. This, I believe, follows a girl who is in a reality show type environment. So she's the star of a reality show, and Lauren Conrad was the star of a reality show, so she knows what she's talking about. And I think she draws from her experiences with that and wrote a trilogy. So I'm definitely interested in reading this. I think they're just going to be fun, quick, you know, kind of guilty pleasure reads for me. So 3 books in here that I really do want to try to get to. And then she has another trilogy that's kind of a spin-off, which is the Fame Game trilogy. The first one is the Fame Game. The second one is Starstruck. And the third one is Infamous. I got all these on Book Outlet. So, like I said, you know, as you can tell, they're all pretty short. They're probably going to be super, super quick to read, but I definitely want to. I just think they're going to be like the perfect, just laid back summer read that's just going to make me enjoy it and just be happy. So, I would like to get through both of these trilogies, and I think they can go pretty quickly. Okay, another series that I would like to go ahead and start, there's only 1 book available right now, but the second book comes out in October, so I want to read the first one to see if I want to pre-order the second one, because if I really love the first one, I'm probably going to go ahead and pre-order the second one that comes out in October. So I really want to read Illuminae. And this looks huge, but it's told in a style like this. So it's case files and emails and text messages and, you know, just kind of fun stuff. It's all really different. I also plan on listening to the audiobook along with this while I'm reading it, because I heard the audiobook is amazing too, but I still want the experience of seeing the pages and seeing how it's laid out. So I'll probably, this will be something where I actually sit down, I'm listening to it, and I'm flipping through the pages at the same time. I think that's gonna be how this one is gonna go. But I've heard really great things, and I'm very intrigued to read it. And like I said, book number 2 is called Gemina, and that comes out in October. So if I love this one so much, then I will probably definitely go ahead and pre-order Gemina so that I can have it to go along with here on my bookshelf and read that when it comes out. So yeah, I definitely want to read this over the summer. And one more series I'm going to talk about really quick, and that is the Farseer series by Robin Hobb. So this is going to be read in as part of the Hobbalog Read Along, which is hosted by Samantha at Novels and Nonsense, and I did a whole video about this read along that I'm super excited for. But I will include a link to Samantha's announcement video down below if you guys want to go check that out. But we are going to be reading this most definitely through June, I believe. And so by the end of June, I should have all 3 of these read, most definitely, because I'll be doing the read along with the group. So yeah, I'm excited to start getting into Robin Hobb. I've never read anything by her before, but I've heard very, very good things. And I have also heard that she is a good place to start if you're just getting into fantasy, which I kind of am. I've read a little bit of fantasy, like the Throne of Glass series I absolutely love, and that's a fantasy. And I've read a couple other things here and there that I really enjoyed, and they're all fantasy too. I just haven't gotten like super into a whole bunch of different worlds and, you know, all that. It's a little bit intimidating, but this is one that I definitely want to give a try and see how it goes. So the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb is definitely going to be happening over the summer. And I have 2 more books I want to show you really quick, and they're standalones. This first one was sent to me by the publisher just randomly. I didn't ask for it, and they didn't solicit me for it, so they just it showed up on my doorstep. I was like, thanks. And that is The Knockoff, and this is by Lucy Sykes and Joe Piazza. This just came out in paperback. It's been out in hardback for a year already. But this has been compared to The Devil Wears Prada, which is one of my favorite books of all time. So I'm definitely interested in giving it a try, and I'm pretty positive this is going to be another light, fun contemporary, which is what I'm definitely in the mood for right now. And yeah, so I'm gonna definitely read this over the summer and probably do a review video for it too. Okay guys, this last book that I want to talk about is something I would like to take the entire summer to read because it is ridiculously long, but I am very excited to read it. This was on my intimidating TBR pile book tag video as something that's ginormous, I think, like a book that you haven't read because it's ginormous. So I'd like to give Once an Eagle a read. This is almost 1,300 pages. The font is a good size. It's a good size font, so it's not like teeny tiny print or anything, but it's still almost 1,300 pages. So it's going to take me a long time to get through this. This is not something I can just sit down and binge read. It's going to take me a while. That's why I want to give myself the entire summer. So this is probably going to show up on my TBR for June and just be on my TBR until I'm done, basically. So if I'm just saying to myself, give yourself the summer, you know, read a couple chapters a week, you know, even if that's what you need to do, that's fine. And just take my time and absorb it and enjoy it. I don't know how dense this book is, but it is a book about wartime. So it's probably not going to be light and fluffy, but yeah, so this is going to be my big summer project and I am excited about it. And yeah, I'm just going to take my time and get through one of the biggest books that I own. And I lied, I have one more book. This is actually something that I just got. I finally caved and bought it. So I got the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is illustrated by Jim Kay, so it's the actual book, but it has illustrations, if I can open one that has illustrations on it, as you can see. And they are absolutely beautiful, like stunning illustrations. Even my husband was impressed, and he's like, he doesn't care about this kind of stuff, but he flipped through it and he was like, wow, that's really good. So the story behind this is, I've been wanting this since it came out, but I've been hesitating because I have Harry Potter already. Bleh. And I finally said, I'm just going to go ahead and order it because Amazon actually has it in stock. They were out of stock for a while. But this is something that Kaylin, my 8-year-old daughter, has been interested in. She's been starting to get interested in wanting to read Harry Potter. She's only in 2nd grade, but she reads on a 4th grade level. So, but I'm still kind of nervous about it. I think the first 3 she would be okay. There's nothing like too crazy scary in it, but you know, the later books, they get pretty dark. So, I was concerned about if I just handed her the first book, if she would even be able to pronounce all the words, because a lot of the words are strange and, you know, it's hard to pronounce them. So I wasn't sure how she was going to do with it. But she's interested. So I finally said, okay, I'm going to get the illustrated edition because this is still the book, but it's entertaining for her to flip through. We are actually going to sit down together. We're going to read through this, and we're also going to listen to the audiobook while we read through it. So we're going to be listening to Jim Dale read the book while we are, you know, doing it. So it's going to be good time for us to sit down together and do this, and she's going to get the story. And I think listening to the audiobook versus reading it, I think it's going to help her as well, so she can read along and listen at the same time. So yeah, this is our summer project, and she's so excited. I mean, she could not put this down when it came in the mail. She just wanted to like get right into it. I was like, let's wait for summer. So wait till school gets out and then we'll work on it. But yeah, so this is going to be my summer project with my daughter, and I'm super, super excited about it. Guys, that's it. That is my summer reading list. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys plan on reading this summer. Let me know if you've read anything that I've talked about here, and I am going to see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.